All right, everybody. So yeah, I wanted to make this quick video, try to get myself in the light just a little bit. You see I'm in the vehicle. I told you guys I was going to be mobile. But with that said, I wanted to go ahead and drop this video and get it out the way for you guys. It's real dark. It's real dark out here. I'm trying to see if I can get some more light. We'll see. Can I get some more light from this thing? No, not from that. All right, that's it. Anyways, you guys can see partial of my face. I guess we'll just have to roll with it. All right, so Mr. Matt Canada was fired. Steelers fans are rejoicing right now. And guess what? I not only think this is good for the offense, but I think this is good for the team morale. Obviously, the defense has been putting in work for the Steelers. They've been doing decent. I like TJ Watt this year. Mika, he's having his issues. But I do think that one of the big things that we'll probably see is Levi Wallace maybe step up potentially with his absence. And guess what? I like Levi Wallace because we had him with the Bills. He was solid with the Bills. He had a great, strong 5 seasons. I think it's 4 seasons. He has been in kind of a slump with the Steelers, so he may be able to step up now. But I think the big part is this, understanding whether or not the offense is actually going to make the proper changes with the Steelers when it comes to Kenny Pickett, when it comes to Pickens and that combination. I definitely think that we'll see a better outcome from this because Matt Canada just really wasn't getting it done. And when you have someone, and I'm not going to say he was just like Ken Dorsey because Ken Dorsey needed to go as well, but Matt Canada was given time and time again, and even more chances than Ken Dorsey to get it right. So at the end of the day, I do think that it was a good decision for the Steelers to go ahead and move on from him, bring in somebody fresh, somebody new that's going to get the job done, and actually be able to go out there and make sure that the Steelers can have a chance to win, especially with the Bengals coming up. That's going to be a great game. I think the Steelers have a better chance as far as winning that game because, the Bengals are banged up right now. Burrow's out. You got Browning in at quarterback. I don't know how that's going to work, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Browning is mobile. I think if he could work on his accuracy, they probably just roll with the short pass, focus on the run with Mixon. Then, yeah, they may have a chance, but that Steelers defense is going to be great. So let me go ahead and hop into these comments. What up, Ryan? Shout out to you. Yo, so Jay in these streets. We in these streets, man. Ryan says, Pickett equally to blame. That is for sure. Megan says, hi. What up, Megan? Shout out to Landon. What up? Jeff King in the building says, didn't see this coming. Yeah, a lot of people didn't see it coming. One big thing about the Steelers and Mike Tomlin is, that team is very loyal. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of, I want to say favoritism that goes into it with Canada. He's been there for a while. And I know it was a tough decision for the Steelers to make. But listen, when you have a strong defense like the Steelers have, and when you have a strong offense and talented offense, there's a lot of talent over there with Warren at running back, Harris. And some people hate that I mentioned Anthony McFarland, but guess what? I mentioned McFarland because the kid has speed. I would like to see him out there more, but obviously I digress on that because you're going to choose Warren and Najee over him. I get it. But I think the more reps that McFarland gets, he'll be able to be better out there as well. With that said, understanding that the Steelers organization, is a loyal organization, and, it's very tough when you see somebody leave that group, and we'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I think it's going to be a positive change. And without a doubt, at the end of the day, when it's time, it's time. Everyone's calling for Matt Canada's head. And this was weeks ago. It's not like this is just an abrupt situation or an abrupt decision that they made. They've been calling for Matt Canada's head for weeks now. And it was just a matter of time. Shout out to Landon. Says, how was the KC game yesterday? So the KC game was great. It was great. It was very surprising. I think that Patrick Mahomes was let down, right? I think that they did win that game. Valdez-Scantling dropped that pass and just completely ruined the Chiefs' opportunity to win. He single-handedly, lost the game. And then you could probably blame it on Kelsey, too, because he dropped the ball and fumbled it and then, had that turnover back to the Eagles. So those two plays really changed the trajectory of the game and basically gave it to the Eagles. And unfortunately, I think it's more so the Chiefs lost that game than the Eagles won. But I am going to go ahead and give the Eagles their respect. I did say that if they beat the Chiefs, I would show them some love. And I'm showing them some love now. There it is, Eagles. I'm giving you some love this week. But when you go against my Bills, yeah, it's a done deal. It's going to be a done deal. Jeff King says, I'm unsure on Pickett still, but the D is fire. Yeah, the defense is definitely fire. Pickett is still in question. I mean, we've seen the kid play great in preseason. He was looking like he was going to come out and just do great things and lead the Steelers to the playoffs at least. And right now they're in this weird spot. Weird spot. So you get rid of Matt Canada, you make some adjustments, you make some changes. Your defense still has that heart out there. They can still go out there and ball. So at the end of the day, they should be fine. Browns still own the division. I do think that the Browns are very, very strong at defense. We think that they have a top 5. That's what I've been saying over the last 11 weeks. Top 5 defense. And then obviously with Dorian coming in because Watson is out, I like Dorian in preseason. I think that he's going to do well. He just needs to be mentored and coached. They picked up Flacco. I don't want Flacco to just come in because, they need a veteran presence. I want Flacco to actually sit there and actually coach Dorian on what to do so that he can be great and possibly lead this team into the playoffs. I got the injury update for Watson. They said that the surgery went well, so he should be back in as far as ready for next season. So as he gets to rehab, he should be okay and ready to go. We'll obviously keep you guys updated on that. But Watson's surgery did go well. That was the last update that I got. So moving forward, as far as that goes, he should be ready for next season. Jacob says, Jay, who do you think is calling the plays since we fired Matt Canada? I haven't got that update yet. I'll make another video for that to let you guys know. But yeah, I mean, right now, you're definitely going to have someone that knows what the hell they're doing, number one. And number two, someone that's basically going to focus on that pass, right? The running is not working for the Steelers right now. And that was one of the big things that, Roethlisberger had when he had Bell and, Bell and that combination with Antonio back in the day. That was huge because guess what? The Steelers started that delayed handoff thing, right? That was like their thing. And everybody hated it because it was guaranteed to get them 5 or 6 yards. So it's a shame to see Harris, Warren, basically not being able to get that burn that they normally would get. But we can also blame that on the offensive line as well. So there's a lot that's going to go into the changes that needs to happen. There's going to be a lot that needs to go into the passing game as far as whatever, whoever becomes the interim offensive coordinator and then goes into this thing and starts making the right plays. Corey says, watching replay from last night's game, dude, definitely dropped that ball. Corey, yeah, he dropped the ball for sure, man. Literally cost the Chiefs the game. Ryan says, Najee Harris sucks. I'm not going to say he sucks. That offensive line has got to create some gaps, man. He's got speed. He's shifty. Warren is a little bit faster. So who do you really go with when the offensive line isn't, creating those holes that you need to get through them? Philip says, those wet footballs are slippery. Listen, we know the football was slippery last night. You got to make that catch, Valdez-Scantling. You got to make that catch. That's just the reality of it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, I wanted to make this quick update for you guys. Matt Canada was let go. We'll see how this makes a change for the Steelers going into Week 12. I will drop predictions tomorrow. I'll do predictions tomorrow. I would do it now, but I just don't have access to my list because, like I told you guys, I was going to be mobile. But I'll probably I'll do it tomorrow. And if I have to just write them down on paper, I'll just write it down on paper. I'll do it old school, and I have it with me for tomorrow just in case I'm mobile, and we'll do it from there. All right. In the meantime, if I don't hear from you, if I don't see you guys, make sure that you have a safe holiday, have a safe trip. I know a lot of you are traveling and things like that. Take it easy out there. We're supposed to get a bunch of storms and snow and rain. I'm dealing with rain right now, so raining all day. So be safe out there. Enjoy your family. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. If I don't see you, I'll see you soon. Take care.